it unlocks that door. That's it. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon freaks the whole town. We're down on our heads. Come on, this way. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Grab everything important and let's move. Dragon's burning everything to the ground.
Just need to gather some more potions.
Leave Helgen alive.
They're all...
A storeroom. See if you can find any potions. We'll need them. Done? Let's get moving. Troll's blood. It's a torture room. Come on. Die, dog! Jarl Ulfric with you?
No, I haven't seen it since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. It's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. We might need that gold once we get out. Grab anything useful and let's go. many eyes, no?
Hold up! There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. She tried to sneak by. Take it nice and slow. Watch where you step.
Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise.
Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Overrated, eh? There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. This place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Clear out. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood. Just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. Probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have... You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman. Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Right. The leader of our fight against the Empire. I forget that most people don't know what he looks like. Except for those Imperial wanted posters. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, we stopped in Helgen. And you know the rest. Damn right. You don't have to be a Nord to fight for Skyrim's freedom. You should come to Windhelm with me and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric. Well, maybe not. Dragons haven't been seen in Skyrim for an age or more. But wherever that dragon came from, and whatever it wants, Ulfric will get to the bottom of it. You can count on that. Besides, you have your own score to settle with the Empire now. And with that dragon. I hope so. Skyrim needs people like you to fight for her freedom. Come on, we'd better get moving. Come on. Ulfric's capital is Windhelm, northeast of here. You'll want to talk to Galmar Stonefist, Ulfric's right-hand man. He handles the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word if I get to Windhelm ahead of you. We'd better keep... You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Lars, come here! See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. Never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place.
I guess you get used to it. These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead. See for yourself.
Hey, what?
Remember, this isn't Stormcloak territory. If we're ahead of the news from Helgen, we should be fine. As long as we don't do anything stupid. If we run into any Imperials, just let me do the talking, alright? Glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood. Like nobody here knows what happened yet. Come on. Gurdon's probably working in her lumber mill.
Now, Mother.
Greetings, Brother Elf. Good. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I don't need your jokes right now, but maybe you have a point. Maybe Camilla needs some help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Farewell.
Helgen? Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Todd, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is it, woman? Sven drunk on the job again?
Todd, just come here.
Raylo, what are you doing here? Come. I'll be right down.
Uncle Raylo, can I see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed? Do you really know Alfred Stormcloak?
Hush, Frodnar. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers coming.
Aw, Mama. I want to stay and talk with Uncle Raylo.
Look at you. Almost a grown man. Won't be long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Raylo. I won't let those soldiers sneak up on you.
Now, Raylo, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Well, the news you've heard about Alfred is true.
We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them.
Exactly where we've been. That was 2 days ago.
You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
We managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gilbert, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperial. Any friend of Raylock is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know. There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
I ought to get back to work before I'm missed, but... Did anyone else escape? Did Ulfric?
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop Ulfric's Stormcloak. I'll let them into the house and, you know, show them where everything is.
Help them drink up our mead, you mean? Good luck, brother. I'll see you later.
Don't worry about me. I know how to lay low. So you saw a dragon, did you? Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house? Well, I'll be. That would be a sight to see. Not that I actually want to see one, understand. I hope that dragon stays far away from here.
Make yourself at home. Jarl Balgruuf? I don't mean to be disrespectful, as he's ruled Whiterun Hold well for years, but he seems in over his head now. He's been trying to stay out of the war, but it can't last. He's going to have to pick a side. I'm afraid he's going to make the wrong choice. I wouldn't say that. But he and Ulfric have been at odds for years, and I'm afraid Balgruuf will end up siding with the Empire because of it. But it's hard to believe that even Balgruuf would choose Elisif over Ulfric. Of course, Ulfric's cause is just. It's time for Skyrim to rid itself of the Empire. The Empire may have been good for Skyrim once upon a time, but those days are long past. Banning the worship of Talos was the last straw. Thalmor everywhere, dragging people off for honoring our own gods. I'm glad Rayloff is helping drive them out of here. If I was a bit younger, I might have joined the fight myself. I suppose she's Jarl Elisif now. She married High King Turug just before Ulfric killed him. The Empire supports her claim to be High Queen. I don't really have anything against her. Not her fault that her husband Turig was bought and paid for by the Empire. But she's nothing but a puppet for the Empire now, with her husband Turig dead. Ulfric will make sure she never takes the throne as High Queen. Some say murdered, but it was a lawful challenge in the old way. Ulfric called him out as a traitor to Skyrim and killed him in single combat. If Torrig couldn't defend his throne, he had no business being High King. No, not until the moot meets to choose another, and it won't meet until one side or the other wins the war. Don't worry, though. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He'll drive out the Empire, and Skyrim will have peace at last. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need within reason. All right, then.
Don't go. I've got enough to worry about. Taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters. Until next time. I told you my sister would help us out. Don't go setting the place up. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Oh? Well, I won't turn down your money. You have my thanks, friend. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Of course. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Nobody believes me, but I tell you, I saw a dragon. Did you hear? The Riverwood trader was robbed. Poor Lucan must be torn to pieces over it. By sure, what do you want? It's my boy Sven you need to listen to. He sings at the inn most every night. Sven has the voice of a snowlark. Only good thing he got from his father. My boy fancies that Camilla Valerius. She'll come around soon enough. Camilla, I've seen her talking to that Fandel. Filthy elf needs to keep to his own kind. I raised my Sven to be strong and proud. A true Nord. Yes?
What are you staring? Got any ale or mead? Yeah. Got any ale or mead? Until next time.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in.
At the Bard's College in Solitude. They train bards and skalds like myself. If you go there, talk to Viarmo. He's the headmaster. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. What is this? The elf playing at treachery? Shocking. As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Faendal? Here. I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. Sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch...
You're that visitor been poking
The
around.
Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just...
We got rooms and food.
I'm the
Drink,
innkeeper.
too. I cook.
Word is
Ain't much
Ulfric
else to tell.
Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now.
Need a... I'm just the cook, lad. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up, too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Take a look. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Some fool is opening a museum in Dawnstar. They say he's paying people to collect artifacts from that old mythic Dawn cult. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. Of course. It's all in this note. Of course. It's all in this note. We got rooms and food, drink too. Of course. It's all in this note. Need a room? Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there. Word is, Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only gonna get worse now. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections.
Riverwood's There's beauty here unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no! Adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Maybe you could talk some sense. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. It's a fine day with you around.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
It's my meal. Some folks think it's my pound.
Riverwood's agreeable enough. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way. I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
You lead, I'll follow.
May the gods what? Take a look.
Until next time. Many people crafting without these things. Impressive.
Still here. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow. Still here. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
Whatever you need, take a look.
Aye. Still here. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
You looking for a new blade? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
All right, then. Still here. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
This way.
You're nothing but trouble. I'd better get going.
Lars, come here!
Fight!
Must have scared him
that?
off.
You handle
Hey,
yourself
now,
well.
you be careful with
You
that
could make for a
fire.
decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion. Thinking I need to... Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Codlac is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Nope. Sorry. No. Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of things for me.
You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
You look... I'm here to help.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskar, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Grey Manes and the Battleborns. You'll want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Mm-hmm.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvarn.
Got the man like you needs a war horse, I reckon. None of 'em's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Of course. Ride strong.
So I mostly sweep and shovel. Got a problem with that?
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Need something?
The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems. A peaceful greeting to you.
You look strong.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane. It's back to work then.
Khajiit's wares, if you have coin. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. It is all in this note. Your road lead you to warm sands. Khajiit welcome. Take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops.
Never is.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of the brigands I can handle will be with
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
I'd sooner bend my knee.
I'm here to help.
Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
I'm here
The time has come. I have done all that can be done. There is nothing left. No quests to be undertaken, no villains to be slain, no challenges to face. Except for you. You are my last challenge. Only you can send me to Sovngarde with honor. Make your preparations. When you're ready, come find me at my last vigil. When next we meet, it will be at my last vigil. Yes? Need something? Need something? Oh.
Nope. Sorry.
Need something?
You know, I saw something near Shimmer Mist Cave to the northeast. Some kind of creature, small and wicked. Never seen its like before.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? Ha! By shore, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda, she'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Stay out of trouble, Elf. Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it? Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings. Best offense is a good defense, am I right? I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee. The gods gave you two hands, and you used them both for your weapon. I can respect that. If you're heading east, steer clear of Hillgrund's tomb. Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way. Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here. No lollygagging. Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive. Hands to yourself, sneak thief. Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you? Everything's all right? Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge. Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself. Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart. Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. Heard about you and your honeyed words. I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
We got warm food.
This is a
warm
local
drinks,
favorite,
and
and
warm beds.
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry?
Once
Both.
was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Now please, no more questions.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Mister... Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
But then he went quiet.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mom?
You still need to
All right, then.
bloodstain from the incident.
I work for
course we
Bellathor at the general goods store.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the Inn to Isolda.
Lucky
Anyway,
for you,
what
that
do you
was
need?
just sitting for the taking.
What can I get you? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Hungry, tired, or just plain thirsty?
Guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined.
Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober.
Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Sure, whatever.
What? Why are you...
Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale.
My thanks, friend.
Here, take this here healing potion.
I found it in the temple.
Bye now.
I'm waiting.
If it's a lady you're looking... I'm a bard by trade. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. Sure. What can I do for you? Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one.
Oh, there once
You
was a
dropped
hero
this.
named Ragnar.
Good thing I found it and not someone else. Otherwise you might have lost it for good.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red.
You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. What do you think you're doing?
Fight back!
Someone do something!
Stop! In the name of the Jarl. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
What happened?
Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. God might get nervous.
At it again.
Watch the eyes.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone's obsessed with that.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat
You
and
look
get the
like
cold
someone
out.
who can hold.
How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
Oh, did you need something?
If you're looking for a chat, a few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest, well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do.
Dead. Oh my goodness.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
God might get nervous.
There's no telling what it means. What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruck is not receiving visitors.
I just think we need more information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen? You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough!
not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. You make an interesting offer. Very well, I'm sure that I can put the extra coin to good use. Wise is the one who spends a few coins now to make a fortune later. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I. Come to take a look. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
I don't know if you've heard, but Jarl Valgroof said my work is a priority, which means you should be on your way.
Lars, Yanir!
May the gods watch over your... If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point, and also because he knew he could. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep. Corruption, while you have ascended from the dust. You have come to hear the word. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life, when he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. But you were once man. And as man, you said, "Let me show you the power of Talos."
I know your family's honor is important.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that. You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
Bear it. Make it stop.
It's a shame, isn't it? Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock. So, it's an old tree, very old. They say it was a seedling when the first men were arriving from Atmora, thousands of years ago. The sap is precious. It can restore barren fields or bring life to rocks. I can use it to repair the Gildergreen so we can worship properly again. May Kinnereth's winds blow you to fortune.
Get away from me!
That spell looks dangerous.
That spell looks dangerous.
Keep your distance.
Keep your distance.